What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, and welcome to my NXT Takeover Toronto predictions. Now, the pay-per-view is about to start in 15 minutes. In this video, I'm just going to go over the match card and tell you who I think is going to walk out victorious. And as well, I am doing my Survivor Series pay-per-view predictions as well, so that will be up tomorrow. Also, before I get into my predictions, I do want to say that I have stopped watching NXT ever since I found out that it was like they film like 6 of them in a row, or they film 5 of them in a row. I just stopped watching. I'm not, and it's not like that. Like, people could argue, well, you watch a movie, that's 6 months in advance and stuff like that. Well, you watch a TV show, that is already filmed in advance. Yes, but when it's filmed and people who were there already know who's gonna win and this and that, and week after week after week, and it's old already, there's no point to it. I'll just watch the pay-per-views. I was trying to support NXT, but there's like 2 or 3 matches, and they're not bad matches. It's just boring. It's so small. It's so little. It's so just do more. Do a championship every week of a match. Shinsuke Nakamura fight Samoa Joe every week. You don't have to wait for a pay-per-view, It's just waiting. Do a takeover every month. Why do we have to wait months and months and months and months? That's why I stopped watching NXT weekly, and I don't plan on going back anytime soon unless they change their ways. It's smarter if they do it live every week instead of pre-tape it. That is a stupid way, and just bad way to do it. But until they go live every week, then I'll watch NXT. First off, we have the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We have the champions, the Revival, versus #DIY. And I've seen the Revival fight maybe 1 or 2 times. I don't remember DIY. I'm not very interested in this match. I don't care. But from what I know, the Revival has had the championship for a while. So, to change it up a little bit, I think #DIY should end up getting the win. Next up, we have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament match, and it's going to be the Authors of Pain versus TM61, if I got that right. I've seen both of them fight before multiple times. The Authors of Pain, it's pretty obvious that most likely they're going to win because they're big behemoths. They're TM61 are not, they're not super small or anything like Rey Mysterio size or anything, but I mean they're not, Authors of Pain. You got big guys, and I mean huge. Yeah, it could be like a David versus Goliath story and have TM61 win. I could definitely see that happening, but I don't know. I feel Authors of Pain is going to take it, and my gut's kind of telling me, no, TM61, they're going to shock everyone and they're going to win. First off, TM61 is a very stupid name, but I have a feeling that Authors of Pain is going to end up taking the win for some reason. I don't know why. Again, I feel like TM61 will win, they have a chance of winning, but then thinking about Authors of Pain and the destruction they've done for the past few weeks, when I was seeing it a few weeks ago, yeah, they got it in the bag for this one. So Authors of Pain will be the winners of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament. Next up, we have Bobby Roode, Glorious, versus Ty Dillinger. First off, I don't like Ty Dillinger. I don't care for him. I don't think he's a great wrestler. I mean, he's an okay wrestler, better than what I could ever do. I can't do any. All the wrestlers there, I can't do anything that they do. They're awesome. They're athletic, and yeah, sure, Ty he's good, but I don't think he's great. I don't think he's a 10 or whatever the stupid gimmick they gave him. But anyway, Ty Dillinger, he's not somebody I want to see on Raw or SmackDown one day. Keep him at NXT. We don't need him, So, with Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode, I would love to see Bobby Roode one day go to Raw or SmackDown. I would love that. But, for now, for some reason, I feel like Ty Dillinger, if this is predictions, I want Bobby Roode to win, but for predictions-wise, I think Ty Dillinger is going to end up taking the win. The next match is my most anticipated match out of the Toronto Takeover. It is for the NXT Women's Championship. Asuka versus Mickie James, man. I grew up in the era around 2005 for WWE, 2005 to 2012. I think I stopped watching in 2012. But Mickie James was a huge part of my childhood and watching wrestling. Trish Stratus was huge in my day. Michelle McCool, Candice Michelle, Melina, those were the divas of my time. And now people have Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch, which are even, they're even more awesome, man. I love Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch and Charlotte and Bailey. I mean, very, very talented people from then when I was young to the people who are young now growing up with these divas. Or, excuse me, women's, I'm sorry if I call them, I'm sorry if that, I forgot that they ended up changing it. But divas, woman, I mean, still same thing. They're badass, they're going to kick ass, and that they're going to give on a show. So that's no point to it. They're going to be awesome. I'm not a big fan of Asuka, though. I haven't seen much of her. I just wish she would stop her stupid entrance and whatever the mask is. Like, just get to the ring. Just come on, fight. Get it going. I don't know why she has to take forever and wear her robe and do this and that and the mask. Just get to the fighting already. And sometimes I can't understand what she says. I'm not saying I'm not making fun of her. I'm just saying sometimes I just can't understand what she says. You would think after a while she would learn a little bit, you know, maybe work with a dialect, like coach or training or something. But, I want Asuka to lose tonight. I want Mickie James to be... And I think it's pretty obvious. Why would you bring Mickie James back just to lose? It's one of those cases. Like, Mickie James... I want to see more of her. Like, I'll start watching NXT if Mickie James is going to be there every single week. I'll watch that. That'll do. So, I do believe that Mickie James will become the women's champion tonight. And last but not least, the main event for NXT Takeover Toronto. It is for the NXT Championship. We have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe. Man, Nakamura's talented, Joe's talented. I remember seeing Samoa Joe back in TNA days, way early 2006, 2007, 2008 time. And I honestly have never seen Samoa Joe fight in a WWE match. Because out of the past weeks, he hasn't been doing anything. All he does is hurt people. But I've never really seen him in a WWE match yet, like fighting one-on-one. I've always just seen him like William Regal. Like, so why hasn't he been fighting every week? I don't what are you doing? Just have him fight somebody. Like, it was stupid the way NXT works. But still, who do I think's going to win? Well, since this is Nakamura's first championship defense, I feel like Nakamura's going to end up... I want Samoa Joe to win. But since this is Nakamura's first title defense, I think Nakamura's going to keep the title. I want Joe to win, but as I predict, Nakamura will stay champion. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button. Do you agree with my predictions? Do you maybe you think Joe will win, or maybe you think Asuka will keep the title? Maybe you think that TM61 will win the tournament. Like, what are your predictions? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it, man. And tomorrow I will be uploading my Survivor Series pay-per-view predictions, so that's really exciting as well. This is my first takeover, like first watching takeover. I know they did Dallas, I know they did London, and now they're doing Toronto, which is really exciting. So what's next for them, man? I'm really excited where they're going next. And I don't hate NXT. I just kind of, I don't watch it because of the whole pre-recording and stuff, and they make it so they should make it 2 hours instead of an hour. And so that's the only reason why. I'm not saying that NXT is horrible or anything, or else I wouldn't be watching the pay-per-view. So anyway, thanks again. Share, comment, like, and subscribe for more WWE reviews. I do Raw, SmackDown. I haven't done them recently, but I am going back to the Raw and SmackDown reviews, and of course Survivor Series review and NXT Takeover review I will be doing later tonight. Till next time, bye bye.